back, you'll see that I'm paused. That's because I just had to attempt quite a few times to get the spiders to kill each other again, but as you can tell, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Oh, here's an enemy. At least I have at least an alright amount of health. I did buy a vital star. Ouch, that's not helping. I did buy a healing item when I reloaded my save just to be able to save myself if I take too much time to get the melancholy soul somewhere. But if I remember correctly, there's a healing item right down this hallway, which will be very, very nice to have. Healing orb. No, it's the red orb one. There were green orbs in the previous room, but we have the healing item, so it's not really that big a deal, and it's also not that great of a distance to walk, although the health's looking a little bit more and straining a little more quickly than I expected it to. I don't even think the item will heal me up to full, so it's not really worth it to, Jeez, these things. Oh, nice green orbs. Oh, FPS. Struggling a little bit here. It'll probably be quicker just to take this elevator up, so I'm gonna do that. Almost missed it. There we go, and it isn't at the very top, it's right here, I think, is where we're going. An emblem of a sun is engraved. There's something written beneath it. The brightness of the guiding light will scorch you. Only those who can bear the light can open a new path. Shall I use the guiding light? Yes. Wait, we already delivered the melancholy soul. This is the guiding light, is what I was thinking of. My bad. And I think, yeah, that's the end of the mission. Clear time 7 minutes. The clear time is because I used yellow orbs to complete the secret mission without having to turn off the game and then reload my save and just save myself some hassle there. D. Oof, that's rough. What can you expect, though? Hope you're doing well, by the way. I think figure me taking the time to save would be a good enough time to say that. I'm very excited to be continuing this game. Hopefully we'll get a cutscene. I love it when missions start with a nope. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about with the shortcuts. We're now back in the main area we started the game in. And thankfully the game has a scripted leap for us here, so we don't have to worry about falling, although I'm pretty sure that we could jump down if we wanted to. Which I really don't want to. Mission 8, the legendary knight returns. Activate the mechanism and escape from the rooftop. We have 700 red orbs. I'm not really in the mood to purchase much. Yeah, I can't. We could get a holy water just to be safe, which are those really powerful one-hit kill items, but we'll find them on our own eventually, and I don't want to waste red orbs on it, since they're so precious in this playthrough. Why do I not remember this room at all? That's interesting. It's very interesting, or a very visually distinct room. You'd think I would. Oh, that's why I don't remember it, because it's so short. I do like that effect with the candles, though. Or rather, the effect it has on the whole room, and that's a very scary skull face statue with 3 eyes. Oh, nice, we're already starting to get to the point where we're in more outside areas. And I know you can't really hear it, but there's a lot of, there's a very strong current of wind going through here. honestly a little, ouch. It's honestly a little hilarious how Phantom talks about the lack of space in the previous arena as something that distracted him and not us. Oh, this camera's not being very friendly to me though. Maybe this, okay, here will be better. Oh, oh gosh. I just had to fight 2 small spiders with this exact same moveset, and I'm not happy about it, so this should be no problem. Let's do some air raid. Yeah, this move is incredibly powerful. Oh, he's invincible though. So it got a little bit wasted, but that's okay. I want to finish him off with air raid, just because there's so little that he can do about it. There we go.
Incredible power.
It's too bad that they weren't able to really remaster the FMVs of this game. It's kind of jarring when it goes from widescreen to really obviously small resolution and also 4:3 aspect ratio, but it was probably a complication. Maybe they couldn't access or it was just impossible because it had been so many years to re-render them out or something. The Devil May Cry 3 remaster it's preferable though, because the Devil May Cry 3 remaster, as far as I know, just crops the 4:3 cutscenes into being widescreen, which is just awful in my opinion. I hate when that happens. On the floor is the trident, a heavily decorated 3-pronged pike that's used for rituals. It cannot be used as a weapon. You're silly for thinking so. Oh. I wasn't expecting to be able to jump on that so easily. Here's a blue orb. And more health. We're doing good. Maybe this one, but probably the next one we might start getting a second bar. Oh, nice, I was right. Just a very teeny tiny bit of health up there. So we have the trident. I'm not sure there's very much else in this little courtyard area, but I want to see if the other horse will give me red orbs as well. Oh, too bad. Okay, now we're just wasting time. So immediately when you drop down to this room, well, you can look around, there must be a way to open this hatch. And on this body is, drumroll please, oh, excuse me, it's the corpse of a soldier who must have wandered into the castle and died from exhaustion. So on the corpse of this castle who wandered into the castle and died from exhaustion is, drumroll please. Come on, Devil May Cry, you're like killing my thunder here. It's a grenade gun, fires exploding shells of shrapnel, and it's extremely destructive. And that extremely destructive line is not an understatement. And once again, this is essentially just a transplanted Resident Evil weapon. But just want to show it off a little bit. It fires. This is me spamming square. It fires incredibly slowly, but it's super powerful, especially if you power it up with Devil Trigger. So I'll probably be using the... I didn't think we could actually jump back up here, but it makes sense. I'll probably be using the shotgun for most enemies still, but the grenade gun is, as you'd expect, fantastic for a lot of specific situations. So this is glowing white because it's the first time it's a lever used to wind up the drawbridge. It's heavily rusted. A strong downward force may help move the lever. So this is glowing just because it's the first time we've ever had to really hit the switch in order to trigger it. And I suppose the reason that you have to hit it is just for, I don't know, physics' sake, because it's such a large mechanism and manages a lot of weight. I'm not sure what the difference is or why you're supposed to hit it instead of just interacting with it, but either way. And now, hey, we're back here in the room I said to remember. And on the right here, I know there's a blue orb in this room. Maybe it's after we use the trident. There are 3 openings to insert something. Shall I use the trident? Yes. Oh, no, it's not in here. I already messed up. Wasted too much time. I'm going to be using Devil Trigger to move faster. Because I don't think when you use Devil Trigger, I don't think you move at double the rate of speed, but it's somewhere in that vicinity. It's incredibly speedy. And now we just gotta wait. Okay, now we can do it again. So once again, making us run through previous areas, reminding us of where we've been. I'm sorry about my writing, but also I don't have enough meter to use Devil Trigger, unfortunately. Oh. Dante's hair just scraping the bottom of these things here. Here it is, that's where it was. I was getting confused because I remember it was on the right of a similar room to that, at least. And I want to say that's the end of the mission. Yeah, you can kind of get at this point, it's pretty easy to get a feel for how long each mission is. Collected a lot of orbs for that. A lot of orbs over the course of that 9 minutes. And excited to see where we go to next, because I don't remember the order of these exactly. Once I get into an area, typically it'll all start to come back, but even though I just cleared it not that long ago before, it's I don't know, it's nice to be surprised by a game that you just played. Even if it's just because you're forgetful. Mission 9, New Strength. Use New Strength to open up the door. Oh, okay, seeing the picture, I remember this one. Let's see. Sorry about that noise. Blue orb or purple orb. Let's save up for... well... I'm actually just going to hang on to my red orbs. I don't know what I'm going to buy next. And now we are really getting to the outside. Across this drawbridge that we lowered with the trident that is now going back up on us, so we're trapped. There's a message carved in the circle. The wheel of destiny shall guide you to the land of the beginning. Well, it was worth a shot. Now, I don't really remember there being anything here. We can probably examine this thing. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the sheer amount of things that you can examine in this game. There's definitely a lot of... this is the only game that places as much emphasis on being able to interact with the environment and get some lore. There's a message carved in the stone. It seems to be a story of some kind. Destiny awaits somewhere deep in the Colosseum. That's a story. I'm getting some baby shoes never worn vibes from that. Going down a very, very long way. I love the fact that the monster lowers the visor on his helmet. Oh, I was really hoping to get up to stylish, dang. It's always a pleasant surprise even when I get all the way up to absolute, so I was gunning for it. Also, I love how Dante just carries this huge, unwieldy thing in his hand the entire time. This is a free yellow orb. Interesting. There's not very many of those in the game. Okay, let's pick this up. Now, this is a pretty wide open area that we have a lot to look at, so let's just go about it by going through the corners. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with red light. In the DLC for Dark Souls, it always reminded me, the section with the PvP headstones always reminded me of this little chunk of this castle here. There's a blue shield on the other side. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with a blue light. What you see is what you get. There's a decoration resembling two knights. It appears as though the knights should be holding something. Words are carved beneath the decoration. The shields that glow with light and a pair of lances shall lead to the battleground. So that's definitely something for a little bit later. This door is also locked, and it says, words are carved, a pair of flames that dwell with strength will open the path. This looks like a place for a watchfire. The flames burned out. I only accept flames that dwell with strengths. Not exactly probably not very good word choice there, but what can you do? It's just a furnace. I shouldn't judge its vocabulary. Is there anything up here? Oh, what was I saying? Here's our first holy water, water of divine blessings. It holds the power to eliminate all the evil that's around you. It's sealed shut from the other side. So our only way now is forward. Jeez, camera. Well, there's a glowy and shiny that we can probably pick up. Could we just jump up here? Nice, we can. Just enough airspace there. It's a Devil Star, crystal with magical power. It will recover 5 Devil Trigger gauges, and I think that's how many we have, yeah. So that's a perfect item for us right now. Let's see what's on the other side. Well, something we have to hit, clearly. But I think there might be another pedestal opposite the one we just picked up the Devil Star from. Oh, it's not. This game really likes to make me look bad. As soon as I'm like, oh yeah, there are like no yellow orbs to be found, they give us 2 in the span of a few minutes. Thanks, game, really appreciate it. Okay, these platforms are pretty finicky, but thankfully we're not timed or anything. it's just making sure that we can see the height. The camera is actually pretty decent for this part. This one's a little cheeky, dropping that fast, okay. I don't think the game will let us get it jump from here. Oh, I was a little worried about the angle of that one. Oh, tried to trick me. Good thing I waited. Okay. There's an inscription on the base. My name is Ifrit, or Ifrit. Probably the more correct pronunciation, but I'm going with my what I've called it in Final Fantasy since I was little, so Ifrit, even though I think it's wrong. The fool who awakens me shall pay dearly with the fires of hell. Ifrit, a flaming gauntlet that gives the possessor increased powers. Okay, so check this out. Okay, we don't have access to anything else yet. Okay, except we do have the charge punch. Okay, so now the playthrough of Devil May Cry really starts because Ifrit is by far my favorite weapon. Oh no, I can't do the... I thought I was doing the turrets. Whatever, we can buy upgrades for it anyway. The playthrough truly starts now because Ifrit is my favorite weapon in this game. I don't think it's too spoilery to say that Alistair and Ifrit are the only two weapons in the game, but... And Ifrit doesn't have nearly as many combat options. There's only one combo, for example, just the standard one. But just from the impact and the effect, I love it so much more than Alistair. It also changes our Devil Trigger form a little bit, which I'll be able to show off eventually. I'm not going to waste it and show it off here, but yeah, I'm glad. It makes our hands and our forearms look a little goofy, but a small price to pay.
Featherface, or you can stick around and find out the hard way.
Okay, here we go. This is Griffin, and he is an aerial enemy with some bullet hell mechanics and a bitchin' soundtrack to fight him to. I want him to come down a little bit, but I'm not sure he's going to. I think I might just have to... Okay. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to buy any special abilities yet. So I'm just going to be using the grenade gun, most likely. Ooh, okay. He does not give you very much time. He does give you these platforms that you can jump on, but I don't think they're really that useful, to be honest. Oh, I jumped too soon. Oh, gosh. Whew. Good thing I still had this vital star. It does recover our health fully, actually. Oh, gosh. Thank you, camera. That one's tough. Another drawback of the grenade gun is that you can't fire it while jumping like most other guns. Once again, I jumped too early. It's interesting just how good the game is at punishing preemptive jumps. If you're like jumping just for the sake of jumping to avoid an attack that you're not actually reacting to, the game makes it a lot more difficult to dodge. Oh good, the angle on that one helped me out. Oh gosh, almost dodged a decent amount of them. There we go. You'll notice that he is definitely not dead. So maybe we'll be seeing more of him. Here's a nice little, a very hidden path that will reward us with a blue orb. That's a tough blue orb to find, honestly. Yeah, look at that. This is like, I feel like this geography here is literally placed so that you'll miss this path. Decent reward, though. So now that we have Ifrit, our attacks are fire charged. And because we were investigative, we, oh gosh, we're now able to just hit this thing and open up the path. And at this point, I'm going to switch over to that. I think we've gotten a general idea of the grenade gun, so at this point I'm going to switch over to the shotgun because we're about to fight some enemies and I really want to show off my favorite thing to do with combo or shotgun and Ifrit combo. So we're introduced to a new enemy type here that kind of has the same skeleton as the puppets, but is a lot more tough. And that's my favorite combo. The jumping shot with the shotgun knocks back enemies, but the Ifrit downward attack goes at an angle, so it doesn't always work. But I really love that you can jump, shotgun blast, and then triangle, and really easily get to your opponent. Even if the jump strike itself doesn't land, it does a great job of pushing you closer. There's something, it's so satisfying to hit these enemies with Ifrit. I'm gonna go ahead and do double trigger. The moveset is pretty similar, but I really like the moves that we can unlock with it, so I'm really excited to either complete the mission or get to a statue to spend points on it. I feel like there's another encounter in this game. I'm basically going to try to use, wish I'd saved double trigger. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna try to use Ifrit in every single situation, but if I can't remember exactly, but I feel like there's definitely either a boss or some type of enemy encounter that is going to be a lot easier with Alistair. I'll let you know when it happens, because I'm sure I'll be reminded of it as soon as it does. Nice statue. I remember being surprised that there wasn't a hidden area or compartment up here to jump to, but oh well. Okay, now Ifrit is here. Magma drive, charge power and release it in the form of a magma uppercut. Kick 13, a quick but powerful flaming back roundhouse kit. Its impact will drive the enemy back. I love this move, but so I think I'm gonna get it and also magma drive. And how much do we have? 1,000 still. Meteor, shoot fireballs. I don't really care about that. Inferno is incredibly overpowered, as you might imagine, given that it costs almost 5,000 red orbs. Geez. Rolling blades surround the body, inflame and damage enemies upon contact. Well, we have magma drive. And we have kick 13. So here's kick 13. And the Magma Drive is just an upgrade to our previous R1 back charge attack, which was just a punch before. But now it's a very cool lava uppercut that also gives Dante some pretty decent distance. So yeah, you're gonna see me doing these. You're gonna see me be doing these a lot. I think there's a hidden area, yeah, right here. Something interesting about kick 13, this quick kick that we just unlocked right there, is that the last hit of Dante's melee combo for this is pretty long, the kick. Because you can charge it up, but if you want to get something out really fast, you can just do R1 and forward really quickly. Can I just destroy this? Yeah. What's this item? Another Devil Star, nice. I really won't be needing to use those very often, so it'll be nice to have them towards the end. And we get to some more intense fights. Oh wait, that was an upgrade. We always had that punch. Another yellow orb, come on game. That's right, we just couldn't do a back punch before. I misspoke earlier saying that it was an upgrade. Magma Drive. Oh, come on, Dante, why there? I do wish this game had some type of analog input detection for that. Oh, I should have known those would come back. I'm pretty sure the charged moves, since they take so long to come out, also give you a decent amount of stylish meter. That was a very, very telegraphed animation. I should have jumped away, but I'm just too excited to be using it for it. Used Devil Trigger to get up and then walked right into another attack. Yeah, and these enemies are also pretty forgiving about when you should jump away to them, because if you're wailing on them too much, they'll do a block attack and then immediately do a regular attack, or they'll block and then immediately do an attack after it, so you'll know to jump away when that happens. Goodbye. It's just, oh man, I'm a huge fan of slow, powerful weapons in pretty much every game. But I'm also a fan of fast, quick weapons too, so I guess I just don't like, I don't like the jack-of-all-trades in-between type of deal. But in games they handle both well, I probably will choose to go with a powerful weapon over a quick one. And that's why I go with Alistair, or with Ifrit over Alistair. Do I need to pay this red orbs? 200. That sucks, man. We're scrounging for him as it is. Is that the end of the mission? It is. Okay, so, and there's the cool griffin that we fought. We're very close to ending the mission with how many orbs we gathered in it entirely, I guess because we spent them at the beginning. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you at the next mission.